both you guys could take this one. How strange is it to be honored for your senior night when it's your first year here?
I mean, it's a little weird, but it feels like we've been here for a little minute. Just playing here and being around these coaches and things like that. It's an honor to be able to finish my career here. And it's funny how this is like my best year of basketball that I played in college. So I mean, it's one of the things. It's bittersweet, but it's a good feeling.
Just like Frank said, it's a great experience for me coming here my last year. Just being around an amazing environment and an amazing basketball program, and especially the fans, it's just a wonderful feeling.
Follow up, did you guys get a senior night at FAU or Maine before you came here? Have you gone through this before?
No.
No, I haven't.
Frank, being from Augusta, did you have any South Carolina interests when you were coming out of high school? And Coach Frank has talked about how maybe both of you guys have told him that you wish maybe you would have been here for 4 years. Like, do you ever think back to those times back then and think about how it could be differently? And for you, especially because we're right down the road.
Yeah, me and him have had conversations about it before where he's recruited me, but around the 2013 class, he had 7 or 8 freshmen, and he just felt like it was unfair to me to bring myself into that kind of environment with all those new people and things like that. And so, yeah, I mean, of course you think back and think about what the career would have been like, playing here for 4 years, but everything happens for a reason. I feel like God has a plan, and funny thing is I ended up here, so I ended up finishing my career here. So it's just a blessing altogether.
Questions, guys? Will?
Either you guys can take this. It's rare to have a game in the season where you're playing your team for the first time this late in the season. What have you noticed from LSU, and what will you bring in to Wednesday, kind of trying to play off of what you guys had on Saturday? Obviously disappointing, but still also playing with the same kind of intensity that you had over the last couple.
I'll say the biggest thing for us, playing an opponent for the first time, is continue to play South Carolina basketball, listening and following the guidance of our coaches, because that's where we struggle at sometimes, to where we're becoming more consistent in the way we play and coming out with the effort and playing our style of defense. And when we listen to the coaches, the result is always great.
Frank, talk about this being your best year. Why do you think so? Like, is there something systematically that you like about playing in this system? Is it anything beyond that? Is it the culture? Is it Frank? Like, why do you think you've been more productive here than your other 2 stops?
I just feel like I'm mentally in a better place. I'm older now, so I know this is the last go around. Of course, Coach Frank has something to do with it. I mean, he just pushes and pushes and pushes till he just pulls stuff out of you that you didn't even know you had in you. And it's I don't know. It's just my mentality. I think it's totally different. And I'm mentally stronger now, especially dealing with Coach Frank and his ways sometimes, and how he gets on us and things like that. You just have to take what he says and use it to the best of your ability.